my. Well, we're here in a new platform. So let's share this platform with all the beautiful sisters in the group.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, that's our journey as entrepreneurs, right? Like, well, that didn't work. Let's try something new.
I think I have figured out a lot of technology that I would not have known even 3 months ago, but I'm still learning for sure.
I consider myself pretty Facebook savvy, but this whole live video thing is still very intimidating to me.
Yes, I agree.
Even just being here, like, knowing that it's going to be shared as a recording as is, there's no retakes, I'm more comfortable.
Yeah, me too. I agree. Same thing.
So funny. All right. Well, I'm super excited. Thank you. Well, first of all, I did say in the last video, but thanks for inviting me in. I am excited to share this work. And me too. Really excited to help you figure out your why word.
Yay! I love it. I've got my paper and pen ready.
I am going to, you actually don't need a pen. How cool is that? Now,
oh, wow, okay.
Tell everyone who does the work, of course, if you have some brilliant aha moment and you must write it down, of course write it down. But fabulous. Basically, you have my permission to just, well, first of all, you have a recording. Right. Second of all, what we're going to do is we're going to create a document for you. So I'm going to take the notes as we go. Can you? Okay. You can see the screen now?
Yep, I can.
Okay, cool. Well, I downloaded this as a PDF to share with the group so they can all have their own blank copy. But I think what I also want to do is just make a copy, and we'll call it Stacey's Y Word. Woohoo! I always forget if there's an E in your name or not.
There is.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll create a new document. I will share this document with you. I use Google Docs a lot with my clients. If anyone here is not, it's such an asset. Like, we create these running documents together that we can both go into, and super awesome. So now I will share this document with you, but not now, because we can just use it as is. And I will take the notes. If you want to write anything down, feel free. Okay. But I think you caught most of that live video. Basically, the idea is that when you have one word, the simplicity of it is so brilliant. Like, the simplicity of it allows you to just, like, take a deep breath and use it. Versus, I believe that we have a why word, like a why, and then we have a purpose. And our purpose might be, like, my purpose is to hold space for growth. That may or may not change. But if you have if you figured out your purpose, which I think also can be intimidating, if you figured out your purpose, sometimes it doesn't work when your kid is having a tantrum, right? Or sometimes it can, sometimes it doesn't. And I think, like, for me, holding space for growth definitely works if my kid's having a tantrum. But if my purpose is to empower women to find their new wealth consciousness, it's not going to serve all the areas of my life. And I find that the why word does. So that's one of the things that excites me most about it. I'm going to shrink this so I can see you bigger. I don't know if that affected the way you see it.
No, I can still see it fine.
All right. So the first thing I want you to do is tell me, like, 3 to 5 words that just, like, feeling words. So joy, peace, presence, words that just totally light you up. Like, when you feel that thing, if you could feel that thing every single day, if not multiple times a day, I'm still playing with where to put us. I'm like having technology problems today.
It's Monday.
I want to see you better, but it's just not going to happen. Like, feelings that if you could feel multiple times a day. You'd go to sleep going, that was a good day. They just like vibrate inside your whole body. You're like, this is a moment. This moment is so delicious. What would those feelings be for you?
Wonder.
Oh, no one's ever used that word. It's totally delicious.
Wonder, I would say,
Okay.
Engaged or engagement, like feeling engaged with the moment.
Yeah.
Magic is always a feeling I'm after, of course. So 3 to 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Freedom. Right. That's super important to me. And I'd say the last one, abundance.
Let me just get my font right so I can fit it all. Abundance. Yummy words. So I could tell by the way you said those words that you were feeling them in your body.
Yeah. Well, I just had them all for the first time on Saturday, so it was easy to just go back to that.
Oh, yummy. Good, because that's one of our next steps. So of these 2 words, I want to ask you to get down to 2. Which are the 2 that most lead, like they kind of lead to the other words? Like, we're not wiping out any feelings. In the human experience, we want to have all good feelings, all bad feelings. Like, we want to have all the feelings. But of the, like, yummy feel-good feelings, which of these 2 kind of, like, when I feel magical, I am engaged, or when I am engaged, I feel magical? Like, which are the 2 that consistently kind of lead to other goodness?
Wonder and freedom.
Okay, cool. So when I feel wonder and when I feel free. All right, so if we need to, we'll go back, but those are the 2 words we're gonna like kind of play with and see what happens.
Cool.
Like I said to you, I could tell when you were saying the words that you know the feeling.
Yeah.
But I want to just really get you in the feeling. And sometimes clients, or like sometimes people will give me a word that they want to feel, but they've never felt it. They're like, I want to feel empowered. But they don't actually, they can't like step into that feeling, which is, makes it a not useful Y word, because you have to be able to feel it and know what it feels like. So tell me some times in your life that you've consistently felt wonder.
When I'm introduced to something new, like my daughter, when I met her, that was like, that was massive wonder. Like, wow. When I moved here to Savannah recently, that was a huge, and I feel that every day because there's so much to uncover.
Yeah.
So when I'm learning something new, it inspires that sense of wonder as well.
Savannah's not with an H, is it? There's 2 N's.
2 N's.
Yeah. Okay. One other
learning something new.
Do you feel wonder?
Whenever I have to take a risk there as well.
Good one.
Yeah.
Nice. Anything else that comes to mind?
Yes, learning anything at all. Yep. Like having that new knowledge sort of come in, that is like, whoa, for me. Mm-hmm. Riding horses, for sure. That's like one of my faves.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, some of these may also apply to freedom, but tell me sometimes you consistently feel free.
I feel free when I am not in a place of lack, where I feel that abundance. And I feel free when I'm in nature, especially camping. And you're definitely riding horses, for sure. and when I am in ritual.
Beautiful. Whoops. Anything else?
When I'm on an adventure,
Mm.
like pushing myself down a waterfall, that's freedom for me.
I love it. All right. So again, this is it's not irrelevant, but we're not going to use it again. The point here is to just remind you that you know the feeling. It's not like you know the feeling in your body, you know it in your memory. It's like almost like a muscle reaction, like it's like trained within you. You're like, oh, I know that feeling.
Yes.
So now we're going to switch gears, and we're going to talk about things that bring you stress, right? Because this is how we're going to test your why. So tell me some things that consistently bring stress to your life. And remember, we are sharing this video, but I'm an open book, so you can share.
So am I. I'm good. Yeah.
It can be, and the more specific you are, the better. So it can be something like paying bills, or it can be something like when trying to get my daughter out the door, or when my husband leaves a wet towel on the bed, like something that you're like, oh, that drives me crazy.
Yeah. So messy car. Yeah. That really like instantly will set me off or stress.
Yeah.
I would say, going clothes shopping.
Oh yeah.
Ugh. And having technology overwhelm.
We overcame
like not being able to like implement the vision I have, like actually technically make it happen.
Right, because it's the stuff that's getting in the way, not the vision. Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
Whenever I feel like I can't eat something that I really want.
So food restrictions.
Yes, that really annoys me.
I was listening to, I mentioned on the live video, that when I was introduced to Brooke Castillo in the life coach school, like everything changed for me. And I was listening to her coaching yesterday because she, one of her main focuses two are over drinking and overeating. And then she works with entrepreneurs. And I've been listening to her for over a year talk about food. And yesterday she was talking about how like, it's not about that moment when you're eating or not eating the food. It's about how powerful you are when you say no. And that's that's what's on the other side. Anyway, I can't repeat it as beautifully as she did.
Well, that sounds good.
I totally get you. And you know what I did yesterday?
What did you do?
So much junk. After listening to her, I was like, oh, I'll start tomorrow. Anyway, some life coaching for me to do, some self-coaching. But I know that feeling. Okay.
Yeah.
All these feelings. What else?
I think the only other thing that really gets me stressed out is because I love to create sacred space in my home. I don't have patience to wait. Like I want my home to be what I want it to be right away.
Yeah.
And so that really, like right now I'm in stress over that because I just moved and I'm like, I'm ready to see the home done.
Yeah. Yep. So, all right. Super stressful. I totally get that. And I am very much a woman of vision. So I'm like, let's do it now.
Yes, that's how I am as well.
All right. So if we were going to play with 3 of these today on the call, and we might have to go back and use the 4th or 5th, but just to start, you want to start with the first 3, or do you want to start with which 3 do you want to like test?
I would say the top 3 are good.
Great. Messy car, clothes shopping, and technology overwhelm. All right. You may see where we're going here. I don't know why I haven't formatted this so that I don't have to do all that. Okay. Let's figure some stuff out for you. If I felt, all right, free and what? What was the other? Wonder. I thought so.
Wonder.
Yep. If I felt wonder, what would I do next? Wonder will guide me. I felt free. All right, so the idea here is I want you to close your eyes and I want you to put yourself in the position of opening up your car in the morning. You have to go somewhere and it's like not in the condition that you want to drive for 2 hours. And your like skin is starting to crawl.
Ugh.
And I want you to, I really believe that there's 2 ways we can quickly kind of shift our mind, and they're through questions and affirmations. So just taking a moment, and I want you to tell me which feels better. So I'll read the first and then I'll read the second. And you're in your messy car, right? You're like sitting down ready to drive. You don't have time to clean it. If I felt wonder, what would I do next? Or wonder will guide me. And then the other situation is, if I felt free, what would I do next? Freedom will guide me. So I really believe that like our feelings lead to our actions. And sometimes action is just using it as an opportunity to be at peace with the messy car. Sometimes action is throwing it all onto the front lawn and driving it away. But which of these words supports you in like releasing a little stress and moving forward in a way that feels productive?
Wonder, definitely.
Cool.
Which is surprising for a car, but yeah, I could feel that.
That's the thing about the why word, is that it's just different for everyone. Like it doesn't have to make sense to anyone else. It doesn't have to be what you thought it would be. It's about you getting that feeling in your body where you're like, oh, I know what to do next. This doesn't have to be as stressful as I was making it.
Right.
And even wonder for me is different than wonder for you. And that's why it's really unique to you, not to anybody else, even if it's the same word.
True. Okay.
So now put yourself in the situation of clothes shopping. Okay. So you're clothes shopping and you can ask yourself or state one of 4 things. If I felt wonder, what would I do next? Wonder will guide me. Or you're clothes shopping. If I felt free, what would I do next? Freedom will guide me.
Freedom.
Okay. We all want to know what you would do next because everyone's struggling with the clothes shopping. All right. Put yourself in the technology situation. So you have this amazing vision for all the sisters in the group and you want to bring it to light and you just can't figure out the technology, like me this morning. So which feels better, leaning into wonder or leaning into freedom? And I can read them if it's helpful, but.
Freedom.
Cool. All right. So your why word might be freedom. But we don't know yet.
Okay.
Because we don't want to just test it in stress. And we'll go back and look at your other 2 stress situations super quick. We don't want to just test it in stress. We want to test it in like up-leveling and rising and like expanding and growing. Because we want it to serve us in all areas of our life, right? Like I said in the live video, like you want to be able to choose which apples to buy in the grocery store, and you want to be able to make your next career move. So I want you to tell me 3 dreams, goals, or desires that you have. Like, I want to write a book. I want to run an empire. What are 3 goals, dreams, or desires that you have?
I would love to host a retreat.
Mm-hmm.
Travel.
Okay. Anywhere specific?
Yes, I would love to go to Spain.
Okay. Okay.
And actually, I'm doing this, but I want to go get my hair done by my favorite hairdresser. She's in another state, which is why it's a goal and dream.
Right. So
a makeover. It's going to be like a makeover.
Sweet. All right. So I want you to apply the same situation, the same feelings. If you are thinking about all the things it takes to host a retreat, and in the process of planning and marketing, and then having these women, I'm assuming women, having these women in your space and just giving them the most magical experience ever. If you're in that process, the stresses of it, the joys of it, which serves you better to make it happen and be at peace with all the ways that it does happen? Is it wonder or freedom?
Wonder.
And what about traveling? You can use Spain specifically, or you can just think travel in general. But like when you think about travel and perhaps like scarcity around travel right now, but desire to travel abundantly, what's going to support you in feeling at peace and excited and adventurous about travel in your life?
Wonder.
Cool. And what about makeovers? You can use this one as an example, but let's say for the rest of your life, you can just sort of like step into the makeover wherever you are. You're going to find the perfect team, no matter the expense of what it takes to like get there and make it happen. Which serves you best?
Wonder again.
Kind of cool that your dreams are all inspired by wonder. Your stress is led more to freedom. So let's go back to the top of your, let's go up here. So let's use the example of close your eyes. And it may still, just let it happen the way it needs to happen. So you're imagining you're at a birthday party, right? And you've been really good about maintaining food that you feel good about, that feels good in your body for, say, a week. And you're at the birthday party and you're deciding whether or not to, we'll just say, eat the cake because we're at a birthday party. Or maybe it's an allergy thing, like you really want the cake, but that's not going to be good in your body. Which serves you better in making peace with the fact that you are who you are, you're going to eat what you want to eat? Wonder or freedom?
Freedom.
Okay. And what about waiting? So like use your house situation. You really want to get unpacked and settled and make magic happen in your house. But it's a step-by-step process. You can't just wave the Cinderella wand and make it happen. So what brings you more peace in that situation of waiting? Wonder or freedom?
Wonder.
Okay. So the waiting situation is so far the only one that in the stress situation brought you that sense of like relief? And I'm assuming that it was like, you could almost feel it in your body. Like, oh, okay, I got this.
Yeah.
And what's next? So let's look at messy car, clothes shopping, and technology overwhelm again. Well, messy car was definitely wonder. Let's go to clothes shopping. Can the wonder lead you to freedom, or is it always the freedom that releases you? You put yourself in the situation of clothes shopping, like not finding what you want. It's not fitting the way you want it to fit. You're spiraling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can wonder bring you to the place you want to go, or is it always freedom?
It's always freedom.
It's always freedom. What if you asked yourself, and we'll go back to the others too. What if you asked yourself, can stepping into wonder bring me to freedom?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it can. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And go to technology. Can that same question serve you or not really?
It can.
Okay. So you may need to sort of because you're so consistently inspired by wonder in your goals, dreams, and desires, I think that is like a more powerful place to embody your why word, right? Because I want to see you rise. So if you can use a question like, can stepping into wonder bring me freedom, to tap into both those feelings and relieve some stress, I would personally rather see you embody wonder, because once you get past those stressors, it's the thing that's going to help you excel.
That makes sense.
Do you feel like an anxiety about leaving freedom behind, or do you feel like you can still reach it through wonder?
Yeah, I can reach it through wonder.
Cool. So this might be a really important question for you. This one I added at the bottom. Just because, and actually I've never seen this happen. I've done so many of these. But this, I love this. I love that it is, now for anyone who's watching the replay and you're navigating between two words, definitely reach out and ask me. But I want to make the point that it's very, very important to commit to a word. Now, in anything in life, once we commit and focus, everything changes. Once we commit, maintain the vision, and really focus, everything changes. So if we're someone who has a really hard time making decisions, or feeling like we want to have everything on the table, or we want to serve all the niches, that kind of, it might be really hard to leave a word behind. So it's seeming like that's not the case for you, but for anyone watching the replay, that may come into play. And I want you to sort of reach out to me if you need help, but play with your words so that you can commit yourself to one word and really live it, like really step into it. Use it without going, well, maybe I should have picked freedom, right? Like once you commit, let's commit and allow it to serve you. If you're a couple weeks in and you're like, Amanda, this isn't getting me where I want to go. Like I was just in a situation at the grocery store and I tried to use wonder. It just wasn't working. Like reach back out to me and let's play with it. But I think that once you commit to wonder, because it's so powerful in your dream making, it's going to start serving you in this really awesome way in your stresses.
Yeah, I can already see that happening for real.
Yeah. And it's so simple because all you need to do is step into that place and you're like, ooh, and I think that's my next page here. So let's just look at that word. Let's commit to wonder.
Yay, I love it.
That's the first word you said.
It's like Wonder Woman.
I know, right? So how does that feel?
Wonderful.
Squeals of delight. What else does that feel like? To feel like you may have, and it's new to you. So it's not super clear, but you may have this like new power within you. Like,
yeah.
What does it feel like?
It feels like permission to be curious.
Yes. Curious is the best.
Yes, I love that. And it feels magical, actually. Like alchemically magical.
Yeah. Love it. So tell me some things that wonder means to you. Sounds like curiosity.
Yeah. Curiosity, creativity. So like finding creative solutions around the technical stuff or
totally
the shopping experience.
Yeah, like how can I get creative here? How can I think outside the box?
Yeah. It definitely, enchantment. And presence. I feel like if you're going to feel wonder, you are really engaged with whatever the experience is.
Anything else?
It feels expansive.
Ding, ding, ding. Love it. So I want to propose to you that your new inner light, your new sidekick in this thing we call life is wonder. And that you can lean into it anytime you want. It's like this new source energy for you.
I love it.
Fuel to get you where you want to go. And one of the two examples I always use, one I mentioned was like, you're in the grocery store and you're like, I really want the organic apples, but they're not in the budget this week. Like, how am I going to make this decision? Or, there was a birthday last night, I'm going to wake up and either eat the chocolate cake or not eat the chocolate cake. The beautiful thing about your why is that sometimes it tells you to eat the chocolate cake. Sometimes it tells you not to. But the point is not about the chocolate cake. The point is that you, using your why, you've now made a really intentional decision. You didn't just like wake up and eat it because it was there. You're like, I am so going to eat this and I'm going to love every second of it. Or, you know what? I'm going to make myself some avocado toast. But the point is that you have this power that you can step into. You don't ever know where it's going to lead you because it's about being present in that moment. It's about being present with how you want to feel. And it allows you to make really purposeful, intentional decisions over and over and over and over again. And it's simple. It's one word.
I love that. I mean, I'm amazed.
It's really, really fun. So I'm excited to play out the rest of the week with you. What we're going to do is we're going to go through each, again, I'll share this with you by email, but we're going to go through each of these 5 categories of our life, and we're going to come up with an affirmation and a question. So if you have a situation where you're trying to balance like health in your life, you can lean into your question around your why. You can lean into your question for wealth. And I use numerous affirmations and questions using my why word, but it's always nice to have one to step into. So we'll sort of walk through those the next 5 days. Like, an affirmation and a question for health, one for wealth, love, community, and creativity. And just play with it. Have fun with it. Make it your screensaver on your phone. Like, write it on your refrigerator. Like, put it at your bed. Just really, like, decide that you're going to step into wonder in your life. And it's magical. It really
is. It feels it.
Yeah. So I'm excited for you.
Me
Thank
too.
you for allowing us to do this recording and then share it. I was like, the best way to teach this is going to be for them to watch it.
Yes, it's really amazing to actually go through it and see it.
Because I could have just sent you the PDF and you could have like filled it out. And that's, it's possible. But I think there's some language around it that can be really helpful. So, anyone who watches this video, just comment below and I will send you that PDF so that you have this to work with for the week. I thought about just putting it in the group, but again, I'd really prefer people like understand the process and the energy around it than just try and fill it out on their own.
Right.
So if you watch the video and want the PDF, just comment and I will send it to you. And we can start playing.
How fun! Right. I'm so excited for everyone to see it.
Thank you so much, and
thank you.
Have an awesome day.
You too, Amanda. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.